What's going on, guys? What is going on? It's the Spotlight Sports Talk. We're back with another video here. And we're here to talk about something completely different because we've been talking about football all day long. Let's get into some basketball. We got these power rankings that has been released from the NBA. And, you know, these power rankings are pretty interesting. Do you want to go from number one down, or you want to go bottom to...
It don't even matter. Let's just get into it.
All right, so, you know, right now we at the record of 20-4. The Toronto Raptors are number one in this power rankings.
That's only because of Kawhi Leonard.
Why you say that?
He's still my guy, but I don't like him as much because the way he handled that whole Spurs situation was just messed up to me. I think he handled that situation like a little female, but he went to the East. He went to a softer conference. It's all good. I still respect him.
I mean, he got traded. It's not like he, you know.
No, he wanted out. He
wanted out, but like it wasn't his choice of team that he wanted to pick.
Exactly. What I'm saying is, he wanted out. He cried like a baby, act like he didn't want to play. As soon as he come over to Toronto, there's nothing wrong with him. I knew it wasn't nothing wrong with him the whole time he was over. Once the season started, it wasn't nothing wrong with him. He was just acting like something was wrong with him. Because as soon as he went over to Toronto, he passed the physical just like that. It was nothing wrong with him. He was good. He just wasn't out. He was silenced, like everybody said. He's treating this like a crybaby. Even people on ESPN and other stations said it. He's treating this like a little boy. He should have spoke up and said what he really wanted instead of just crying. But I like the Raptors, but I feel like they only 20-4 because of him. Because when DeRozan was there, they wasn't 20-4 at one point.
They had the lead longest winning streak in even with Kyle Lowry missing Saturday's game against Cleveland, you know. So they put, you know, Delon Wright in the starting lineup, and, you know, they have a little strong depth on the bench as well.
Kawhi's one of them players, like, I'm not going to say he is LeBron, or like Westbrook or like Darion. He's one of them players that could come onto a team and make them 10 times better. That's the type player Kawhi Leonard. That's why I like him.
Okay. All right. Right now they were 3-0 last week, and they was previously ranked. Oh, they was number one last week as well.
And don't let me catch you on 2K, Kawhi Leonard. I'm coming for you.
Oh my God. Yo, you crazy, man. But staying at the number 2 spot, we have the Milwaukee Bucks at 15-7. The next 2 games that they have, actually the next 3 games that they have is Detroit, Golden State, and Toronto. It says Milwaukee is likely to is happy with this place in the standings and has a couple frustrating losses over the past week. 5 days after their 3-point Charlotte defeat, the Bucks blew a 14-point edge in the fourth quarter in New York Saturday night before losing the 2 points in overtime.
The NBA is hard to win games. It's hard to win games, especially when you don't have, you know. If people was able to stay healthy through an 82-game season, it would be love. But, you know, sometimes your star player might go down for a couple games. Sometimes your second star player might go down for a couple games. But Milwaukee is a good team, and Giannis is one of the best players.
He's one of the best
players. That's why they call him the Greek Freak. Like,
he can do everything. He can play all 5 positions. I think he's a little bit bigger than LeBron, or LeBron's bigger than him weight size. But I think he's a little bit taller than LeBron. And he can do almost the same thing as LeBron.
He's more like the Durant type, but a little bit more bigger body wise.
Yeah, Giannis goes. You know, he goes to the rack. KD don't really go to the rack too much. He focuses on his jump shot a lot. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Number 3 we have the Golden State Warriors. They stay at number 3 as well. They are 15-9, and they play Atlanta, Cleveland, and Milwaukee this week. Steph Curry is back as the Warriors to take a shake off of some early season injury issues. Forward Alonzo McKinney with a foot could return in action this week after scrimmaging with no issue on Sunday, the sources said. Center DeMarcus Cousins with the Achilles is being in full practice this week. However, Draymond Green, who continues to deal with a toe injury, is expected to miss the final 3 games of the Dubs' current road trip.
I'm going to put it to you like this. Once they get that team fully healthy, they're going to be hard to beat.
I agree.
Because DeMarcus come, Draymond come, and then all of them get healthy. All I'm going to say is...
And I don't even think we saw DeMarcus Cousins this year at all.
All I'm saying is, playoff time, watch out for Golden State. Because by that time, DeMarcus going to get his feet under him. At least by playoff time.
That's what I'm concerned for.
By playoff time, he's going to be okay. Because he needs to at least get... How can I put it? By All-Star break, he should be playing by then. At least by All-Star.
And I hope he gets in like basketball shape, because the difference just working out and getting in shape and then playing basketball in shape. It's totally different two things. Trust me, we both played it. So it's like we both played the game. There's a difference between just going to the gym and working out and then run up and down the floor for 40 minutes, you know? So you just don't know. So even more than 40, probably 48 minutes. Who knows? LeBron do it. So number 4, this is a shocker to me. I didn't know they were really that good. The LA Clippers is number 4.
I was about to say that. The Clippers been having a good season so far.
They're 15-7. They went 2-1 last week. They played New Orleans, Memphis, and Miami this week.
That boy Tobias over there.
Yeah, it says the Clips' 4-game winning streak was blunted in the final minute Sunday night in Dallas, though they maintained the share on top of the spot with Denver. Starting lineup for the rookies is Shai Gilgeous Alexander.
Kentucky.
And then you have Avery Bradley in the backcourt with Tobias Harris, Gallinari, and Gortat.
That's not a bad ride. That's not a bad 5.
Yeah, and they posted a flat plus 30.1 point per in 100 possessions. Among 69 players who hoisted more than 100 attempts from beyond the arc this season, Gallinari ranks second in accuracy at 46.8% behind only Steph Curry.
I figured you was gonna say Steph Curry.
Man, I didn't know the Clippers was that good. I've been missing out on basketball because football been having me hectic. It's been having me hectic, viewers. It's been having me really, really hectic.
That's the team Kawhi wanted to go to.
To the Clippers?
Imagine, because he didn't want to be second to LeBron. Imagine if he went to the Clippers and the Clippers probably playing now.
The East would be weak as ever without Kawhi. They're already weak, but it's not as weak. You get what I'm saying?
The East is going to come down to Philadelphia, Boston, and Toronto. Maybe Washington.
Maybe. Depending on if Bradley Beal stays there after the trade.
He going to LA.
We got number 5 with the Oklahoma City Thunder. They 14-7. They went 2-0 last week. They played Detroit, Brooklyn, and Chicago this week. Knowing Chicago already fired their head coach this morning, I'm kind of happy that happened. Yeah. Because they're a young basketball team, but they can play. But the coach just did not fit what they were doing.
I like Chicago, but they're gonna need more players around.
They're young. You know what I'm saying? They're young right now.
I like Holiday though.
Yeah, Holiday's good.
Levine's
playing. Then you know, what's his name? Jabari Parker's over there too. So they got a pretty young.
He's from Chicago.
Yeah, they doing okay over there. You know, so it says the Thunder did exactly what they were supposed to do in a light week, winning both games with the Cavaliers and the Hawks by combined 32 points.
I think Westbrook and Paul George is good together.
They said they have now won 14 of the 17 games, quietly inch closer to the top of the Western Conference. Paul George has been outstanding, averaging 25.2 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists in 3.0 combined steals and blocks in the last 10 games to keep the Thunder competitive when Russell Westbrook is out.
That's why I said I think they're good together. I think Paul George and Westbrook are good together.
But do you agree with them being number 5?
Yeah. Okay. Especially with the record.
Okay. So number 6, we have the Denver Nuggets. They moved from one slot from number 7 to number 6. They are 15-7. They play Toronto, Orlando, Charlotte, and Atlanta this week. They was 2-0 last week. The Nuggets pushed their winning streak 5 straight games, capping a run with 3 straight impressive wins at the Thunder, home in a blowout, over the Lakers and the Trailblazers. Paul Millsap led the charge this week, filling the stat sheet with 20 and 10 efforts, reminding that the Nuggets have 2 big star men and not just Jokic.
I think Denver can make the playoffs this year.
I think they can. I think they put the right pieces around Jokic, and with having Paul Millsap there as well. I think they guard play is pretty good too. Murray plays really well over there.
Yeah, I like Murray. Yeah, Murray's pretty good. He's definitely pretty good. I could see them about between a 6 and a 7 seed in the playoffs.
Depending on how if the Clippers still play the way they played, then that's a different story. If they fall down and Nuggets play better, then they could come up and be in that number 4 spot. Because the West is wide open if you look at it.
I think that's the best spot to be in when you playing in the playoffs.
Number 4, yeah.
You don't gotta play. You don't gotta play the top 2 teams.
I'm kind of.
You could play them further into the. You could play them further in.
This is weird to me. Well, they bump up from the number 8 spot. The Philadelphia 76ers are number 7.
Yeah.
They are in the top 10 in the power rankings, y'all. They are in the top 10.
They are putting that team together well. You got Embiid, Simmons, and Butler. Now, I've been watching them play. Their chemistry, Butler and Simmons, chemistry is starting to work very well. They wearing the headbands together now. He throwing alley-oops to them. They know where each other going to be at. The only thing the Sixers is missing is a point guard. Once they get that, they're going to be straight contenders like every year. You give them a point guard that can distribute the ball and put some points on the board, they're going to get out the second round.
Well, I mean, that's going to be hard to put them at a point guard if they really have Ben Simmons running the point. You know what I'm saying?
But you're going to need a point guard because at the end of the day, Ben Simmons don't guard the other team's point guard majority of the time.
That's what I was getting to.
So you're going to need that type of person for that. Folks, I just don't know with him anymore. I told people I would have never drafted him number 1. I would have never took him. I knew he was going to be a bust. I'm not knocking him because he had an accident and messed up his shoulder. But I didn't even like him like that in college.
I think he lost confidence once he tanked from being hurt last year. To me, I thought he was healthy enough to play majority of the season. But, whatever that is. But I just think he don't have confidence in himself anymore.
And Jimmy Butler had been trying to give himself. He said, I'm not giving up on him. And none of that. But, folks, you're going to
He's thinking about himself and not the team.
See, you're going to have to really prove to these Sixers fans and your team that you can play, or they're not going like these
Philly fans don't give a two craps about you.
Like, you're going to have to produce some type of way. Don't get me wrong. I think Ben Simmons first started playing, he was okay, but he started progressing because he don't even have a jump shot, but he found other parts in his game that he can use.
Honestly, I think the fans gave up on him already. So it says the Sixers polish off a undefeated 3-game homestand and now head to Toronto for the showdown on Wednesday night with the league leading Raptors. For all the talk about the lack of range, the Sixers rank 6th in true shooting percentage, 13th in percentage field goals attempts that come from beyond the arc, and respected 15 in 3-point accuracy. Since arriving in Philly, Jimmy Butler is shooting nearly 45% from long range and about 3 attempts per game.
That's not bad.
That's very impressive.
He said he was having fun again.
Exactly. I think he didn't want to be under Thibodeau anymore. He did not want to be under Thibodeau.
He needed something
new. He needed something fresh. Right. I agree. Because I mean, Thibodeau was there and he was still in Chicago, but Chicago was just not what it was when they had Derrick Rose and them boys, But him being with the Sixers, it just rejuvenated everybody on that basketball team. And I just don't understand why Fultz is not falling in place with the rest of them. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Dang. So, Detroit moves up from 13 to 8. They made it into the top 10 with a 13-7 record. The Detroit Pistons are 3-0 last week. They play OKC, Milwaukee, Philly, and 0 this week.
Blake Griffin changed that team around. I'm not saying he's the only reason why, but they have a primary scorer besides Drummond.
Mm-hmm.
Now they have a primary scorer where you don't have to look for just one person to get the ball and score. Now, even though it's a team game, some other people put their numbers up, but Blake Griffin always been maybe like a 20, 25, and 10 type guy. Always been. Even though he even developed a little jump shot. It's just the fact that now he needed to. I'm kind of glad he left he's not on the Clippers no more and went to Detroit because
I felt like when he was at the Clippers, he was just a highlight reel.
Yeah, now his game I've been watching him in Detroit. His game has developed.
Right.
His game has actually developed.
It's like the older he get, the more he develops with Blake Griffin. Because Blake Griffin, all I thought he was a highlight reel. I think he couldn't do no post moves or nothing like that. Him and DeAndre Jordan was just alley-oop highlight reels with Chris Paul. That's why they didn't really win like they won championships there. Because you could do highlight reels and then you could come back down the floor and then you don't have no lack of defense. But the Detroit is winners of 7 of its 8 games, including the victory over Golden State and Stephen Curry's return into the lineup.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I seen that game.
Have been truly impressive lately in a ton of games. The Pistons in 2018-2019 with Blake Griffin and Reggie Jackson have played every game so far this season. Perhaps the biggest development is Stanley Johnson is averaging 15 points and 5 rebounds on a better 50% shooting over the last 4 games.
Okay, Stanley Johnson. Ain't that the guy James Harden crossed over main fall?
I think so. You will bring that up, right?
But he's doing good though.
Oh my god.
So it doesn't matter.
You would bring that up though.
Listen, don't get crossed over by the beard.
We got number 9. That was previously number 10 last week. The Los Angeles Lakers.
LeBron is playing like the freaking GOAT right now. he ain't got no choice. He ain't got no choice. When you in your 30s and you play, I salute him for last year. I'm not a big LeBron fan, but you can play 82 games in your 30s? All every game? And the
Listen,
playoffs?
I'm 32 and I feel like I'm...
And the playoffs? And the finals? How do you do that? Like that's
his body is in crazy shape.
But I think the Lakers gonna be real tough to beat by next year because they're gonna have more key players. Because this free agency this year is coming up. Oh my God. You got Anthony Davis, you got Karl Anthony Towns.
Did you hear about Anthony Davis making us might be thinking about coming to the Sixers?
Yeah, he's talking about Boston too.
Right. So
that's what I'm saying. You got a lot of players. You got Damian Lillard that's gonna be a free agent. LeBron trying to get him to come to LA. Klay Thompson, even though Klay Thompson might not leave, but what if Klay Thompson with Damian Lillard go over to LA? That's an automatic championship. You got Klay Thompson playing against Golden State against Steph Curry. That would be a match to see.
That's a match I would love to see. I would love to see that match. Damian Lillard over there too. I would love to.
Damian Lillard, Klay Thompson, Brandon Ingram, LeBron James, and you got Tyson Chandler and McGee.
They on 1-year contract, so hopefully the Lakers can resign them.
Yeah.
But, they're 3-1 last week. They play San Antonio back-to-back, and they play Memphis this week.
San Antonio just won last night, too. We beat Portland.
He's a San Antonio Spurs fan, y'all. Just to let y'all know that.
Yeah. We got 5 rings.
A team that couldn't get to guard anyone off the dribble in the first few weeks of the season now clocks in at the 7th in defensive efficiency, and that isn't all. Tyson Chandler. Though he's been with the Lakers the best individual defender since signing with the Lakers, the team has posted a stingy 103.6 points in per 100 possessions. Oof. When he's off the court since Chandler's arrival, which he could be a good third best team in the NBA.
My Lakers teams, we at 125 per 100%.
But he's talking about his 2K, y'all. He's talking about
I'm
his 2K.
on the Lakers on 2K, so that's why I'm speaking on it.
That's why. And the last but not least, number 10 team, surprisingly.
The team I just beat on 2K.
The Boston Celtics. They are 13-10. Surprisingly, right?
Now, the only thing I say the situation with the Celtics is they always turn up near the end of the year for some odd reason.
But they started off pretty well before they went.
Kyrie has to stay healthy. I believe if he would have been healthy last year, they would have beat Cleveland. They would have knocked Cleveland out the playoffs because they almost beat him without Kyrie. Basically went to 7 games without Kyrie.
That's exactly true. They could have went to the finals without Kyrie and possibly gave
Golden
State a run for their money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think if Kyrie would have been there, I think they would have beat him. Because Jason Tatum is coming into his own.
I agree.
I think that's who the Sixers should have picked up over him.
over Markelle Fultz.
Yes.
Right.
And then I would have loved to have Ben Simmons and Tatum and Butler and Beat all on the same team. Oh, man.
And the thing about it is, the question is, we don't know if Kyrie's going to go to New York next year.
I don't think Kyrie should leave Boston. I think they should keep that team. Because if Durant don't go to New York.
Because Kyrie wants to play. Kyrie won't play at home. He won't play in New York.
See, if Kyrie, only way if I was Kyrie, if I would go to New York, if Durant leaves Golden State and come to New York. If Durant leaves and goes to New York, I'll come over there. Mm-hmm. But I feel like if he goes to New York now, he's going to struggle a little bit because he's not really a good team over there. You got Porzingis that can't stay healthy for a whole season. You got the boy, the young guy Knox over there. He's pretty good. You got Trey Burke. Like, if he come over there, how are them guards gonna put it? How you gonna put all them guards in that situation? You got Trey Burke. You got Tim Hardaway Jr. You got it's another guy that's over there that was undrafted. You got it down. And then if you get Kyrie, then you got the guy from overseas. That's a guard.
Right.
So you gotta figure out how you will rotate all of them guys. You would have to give somebody up. You can't have four guards. You can't have 3 point guards and one shooting guard. One of them point guards is gonna have to move over to shooting guard for all of them to have time.
So they played New York and Chicago this week. That's the only two teams that they play. The Celtics has won 3 straight games in 4 of the 5 with an average scoring margin of plus 13.6 points in the last 5 games, seemingly break out of their season in the long, crazy streak that they had when they was losing. It was bad. It's the offense that has sparked I don't know. They've been averaging 117 points per game on 48.8% shooting from the field during the stretch. I mean, Gordon Hayward has played both halves and played back-to-back games on the second half of the game. But by far, his best game was 30 and 30 minutes off the bench. So that is our top 10 power rankings for the NBA. I'm just going to read off who's number 11 through 20. I'll let you go back and say it, but Memphis is 11 at 13-9. Portland is 12 at 13-10. Houston is 13 at 11-11. That is surprising. The Pacers are 14, 13-10. Dallas 15 at 11-10. Charlotte 16 at 11-12. New Orleans Pelicans 12-12 at number 17. Minnesota Timberwolves, they are number 18 at 11-12. Sacramento Kings is 11-11 at 19. The Spurs is 11-12, ranked 20th. Previously was ranked 19th last week. Orlando Magic is 21. Utah's 22. Washington Wizards are 23 at 9-14. That's they just have a lot going on over there. Plus with the whole Dwight Howard thing. Miami Heat 24. Knicks is 25. Brooklyn Nets is 26. Atlanta Hawks is 27. Chicago Bulls is 28. Cleveland is 29. Phoenix is 30.
Phoenix is 30.
Phoenix is not 30 on my 2K.
2K, I am 59-8.
Listen, I won the championship as a rookie. Rookie of the year, MVP, Finals MVP, all in 1 year with the Suns on 2K.
But what's your record better than mine right now?
It don't matter. You still got to beat me, man. You still got to get those. You still got to get those accolades, man. Well, and scoring champion.
Okay, my thing is, you was playing way low. You remember I had to switch my time. Now, if I'd have switched my time to where your time was, I'd have been there. But I finally switched my time up. I'm number 2 in MVP race. I'm already going to win Rookie of the Year. I got 16 games left, and I'm 59-8. I'm going to beat the 72-10 record. I'm not even going. Matter of fact, out of 16 games, I might lose 1.
Well, we'll see about that. There you have it, y'all. That is our NBA power rankings. Let us know what you feel and how y'all think who should be where in these power rankings. Do you think you should switch the power rankings at all?
No. One day you might be surprised. We might come in here and talk about baseball and hockey. You never know.
Listen, I got WWE coming up soon. Monday Night Raw comes on tonight, but I will not be doing anything for Monday Night Raw. I'll probably do a recap of it, but SmackDown, I got to do that. TLC is coming up. I got a lot of stuff to do with comes with wrestling. Baseball and hockey, I got to get back into hockey. It's been a while. I haven't been watching it in a little bit. But comment, like, and subscribe to our channel. It's the Spotlight Sports Talk. Follow us on all social medias. And we see y'all we see y'all live tonight at 8 p.m. Eagles versus Redskins.
And the camera's got us on the wrong side.
Yeah, that's why the audio was sounding kind of crazy. But we got it right now. We out here.